Good morning, children. So till now we have learned about the four important drug. Okay, that they'll go for abuse: opioids, that is morphine and heroin, cannabinoids, and cocaine and hallucinogens. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the tobacco. Okay, tobacco is also very much dangerous, children. Usually they'll go for smoking. No. So now look at this picture. This picture, no, the first picture cartoon also and second picture also. It is because of the consumption of tobacco, either in two form. Either they'll smoke or they used to chew. So first is because of smoking and second is because of chewed. Okay, what is tobacco? Tobacco is also it is also used as a hard drug for at least 400 years, and this tobacco can be taken from a plant only. This tobacco can be used as a smoked, and it is they'll use chewing. They'll chew. So because of the chewing only, the person has got this effect, or they'll use it as a snuff. Okay, first point, snuff, SNUFF. So snuff, what is snuff, children? Snuff means we'll tell in local, mukupudi. So that is only we're called as snuff. So either the tobacco can be used as smoking or chewed, or they'll use it as a snuff. And what this tobacco will contains to give this much of dangerous effects means this will contains nicotine, that is very, very, very important, nicotine chemical compound. And also, what is that nicotine? Nicotine is an alkaloid component. Okay, that is only will give it will stimulate your glands like adrenal gland, and once the adrenal gland was stimulated, it started to release hormones like adrenaline and noradrenaline. So this adrenaline and noradrenaline leads to increase the blood pressure. Once the blood pressure was increased, the heart rate also will increase. So automatically you will feel that when you have smoking, you will be little active. So that condition is because of the nicotine. It will leads to increase of adrenaline, noradrenaline, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate. So it is short time only. For that only often they'll go for smoking, or often they'll go for chewing tobacco, or often they'll have a snuff. So it is all them to induce their self. Okay, they need these kind of drug to induce their body. So thereby they'll feel actually the body is going to weak only, but they will feel at very short time they will feel a high energetic persons. Is that clear, children? So that only they'll go for smoking. And what is the problem related to smoking? Problem related to smoking is normally we'll get cancers in lungs, and the urinary bladder will affect, throat will affect, your bronchial region will affect, and also you will get a bronchitis. And you can see a disease, underline the disease in your book, page number 160. Okay. 8th line, emphysema. What is emphysema means? The alveoli, the air sacs, that will get damaged. So you can't able to breathe normally. The persons will affect short breath. So what is emphysema? Emphysema is a destruction or damaged condition of alveoli. Because of that, breathing problem will affect. So that person will leads to short breath, and because of continuous increase of heartbeat, the person will get a coronary heart disease. Okay, and also a person will get a gastric ulcer. And these are some problem related to the smoking or chewing or snuffing of tobacco. What are the diseases? Blood pressure will increase, heart attack, heart beating will increase, cancers of lung, urinary bladder, throat, emphysema, and coronary heart disease, gastric ulcers will leads to these kind of diseases because of the smoking. And apart from that, smoking increases very important thing. It will increase carbon monoxide in our body. We have learned in lower classes, our hemoglobin is attracted to oxygen, and it is more attracted to the carbon monoxide. And if choice is given for your hemoglobin, oxygen or hemoglobin, means automatically your hemoglobin will go for carbon monoxide only. It won't choose our oxygen, because carbon monoxide is more attractant towards the hemoglobin. So instead of carrying oxygen, your hemoglobin used to carry the carbon monoxide. So your body will have a more carbon monoxide in your blood or other cells and tissues, but less amount of oxygen. So it leads to again many problem. Oxygen is very important for your cellular respiration. If there is no oxygen, cellular respiration won't take place and your body is going to weak again. So it is because of the smoking. Is that clear, children? And normally, even in the cigarette packet, even they'll give it is dangerous to health. And apart from that, also the youngsters and adults, they used to go for this habit. And if they want to stop the habit, means they want to go for counseling and medical advice from the doctor. So that's all about the tobacco. Is that clear, children? So what is tobacco? How, in what three forms? Smoke, chewed and snuff. And it will has the nicotine alkaloid. It will increase what part of your body and what and all common diseases can be seen and how you should overcome from this habit. And now look at this. This is a risk for smoking. All body parts will affect, children. So smokes can damage every part of the body. What is the chronic disease? Stroke will occur. Blindness, okay, gum infection, aortic rupture, heart disease, pneumonia. Because once the alveoli was disturbed, then there is a chance of getting pneumonia. And hardening of the arteries. So because the nicotine, it is going sediment over the arteries. So this arteries only is used to carry the blood throughout the body. So hardening of arteries leads to a problem in heart. Chronic lung disease and asthma and reduced fertility, hip fracture, everything will be happen because of this smoking. And also there is a chance of getting cancer because of smoking. There is a chance of getting cancer in your head, neck, lung, leukemia, okay, leukemia, and stomach, kidney, pancreas, colon region, bladder, cervix region. So very dangerous one is smoking. And come to the next one, alcohol. So till now we have covered some drug, okay, 4 drug, and 5th one is your tobacco, 6th last one is your alcohol. Alcohol, they'll go for even adult persons and teenage persons, everyone they'll go for alcohol, and it is a depressant. Once they'll consume alcohol, they'll feel they'll escape. This is a temporary solution only. They will feel they don't have any problem at all and they are happy, like a temporary feeling they'll feel that they are well-being, okay, like that they'll have some short kind of happiness. So it will depress other condition in your body. For that only you will get a feeling like that. So we'll tell alcohol is a depressant and probably it will affect your CNS only, central nervous system. And normally healthy liver can be seen in a very neat manner, and after the overconsumption of your alcohol, the liver gets damaged. So that disease only we call it as cirrhosis. So it was given in your book, page number 162, second paragraph also. Just underline and keep it. What is cirrhosis? Cirrhosis is a damaged liver because of the overconsumption of alcohol. So you should say no to drugs. And you should not go for other items, alcohol or injection through intravenous system. Everything should be avoided. Okay. Now we have learned about the drug abuse, different type of drugs, everything. And now we want to see how the adolescents, how they are exposed to this drug, why they are going for drug and all. We want to discuss with few points. So adolescence, what is adolescence period, children? It is a teenage period, and for boys we'll tell 12 to 18 or 19, and for girls we'll tell adolescent period started from 10 to 18 or 19. So this is a period, a crucial period where childhood is changed into adulthood. So it is the traditional changes of childhood to traditional stages from childhood to adulthood. So that is only we call it as adolescence. Is it clear? So adolescence is a time of both disorientation and discovery. Okay, some childhood is going to change, and a new habit, a new hormonal changes, new thing is going to form in your body. That's why we can call it as it is a transitional period, and it will bring so much of independence in your mind and self identity. You will feel that is, you will feel your own shift. Okay, self identity. And many adolescents know their peer face taught choices regarding schoolwork, drug, alcohol, and their social life. So they won't take their own decision. Everything depends upon their peer groups, their friends groups, and based on that they'll choose what they want to learn, and what kind of enjoyment they should have, and whether they'll go for drug or alcohol. Everything here they themselves they won't decide. It just depends upon their peer group only. So it is a problem can be seen in the adolescent stages. So in this stage, that's why we are called as vulnerable phases. What do you mean by vulnerable phases? It is no, this phase easily affect their mental and their psychological development. It is a very crucial period. Once we guided in a proper way, they can achieve anything. But it was misguided by peer group or by media, means automatically the people will they don't have any capacity to develop their own, and they will fall into other wrong route. So this is only we are called as vulnerable phase. Vulnerable phase means it is easily affecting. So we can mold it in a right way that they will achieve more. And if it is collapsed by peer group, they will lose their life, and they will go to their the unroot. Okay, and they can't able to overcome from their own problem. So vulnerable phase of mental and psychological development of an individual. And here, why they are going for drug abuse, that is very important, no? Because no, they'll have a curiosity to try something. Okay, they'll have a curiosity to try something, and need for adventure and excitement. Always they'll try for some adventure activities. Okay, we'll do something to create some alertness in the environment, to create some attractive like that. They'll do some adventure work, and thereby they'll create some attraction, and they'll very happy to do experimentation. Okay, like that, these kind of things, no, if all those things they have spent in a good manner, they'll achieve. But if they are choosing a wrong type because of peer group, they will lose their life. So the first use of drugs or alcohol may be out of curiosity and experimentation. So without interest only, because of the compulsion of friends, they used to have drugs. Okay, without any curiosity, but they want to try something. So by experimentation, they will start, and afterwards, stress, pressure to excel in academics, because sometimes they will not success in their academics. And also in that condition they started to have it in future also. And the perception among the youth that is cool to smoke, use drugs or alcohol, always in a way a major cause to youth to start this habit. So it is just like experiment, they'll start and it will become a habit. And afterwards other media like TV, movies, newspaper, internet, all they'll promote their perception to have the habit, whether they like or not. After once it was started, they started to like. So unstable or unsupportive family structures and peer pressure. So here very important, peer pressure is banned. But if the family is supporting in a proper way, definitely the person, they won't go under this kind of route. So if suppose the family is not supporting, the family is not a proper structure, okay, maybe single parent family, and there is no proper earning and there is no guidance, but the parents will do some problems like that. Unstable or unsupportive family structure helps to go a boy in a different situation for drug abuse and also peer pressure. Okay, so whatever the condition, if a person is abused, no, the person is having the drug abuse character, means automatically the child life will spoil. And why he or she is going means mainly curiosity, what is in that they want to try, and need of adventure, something they want to do, and excitement, experimentation to escape from stress, and unsupportive family. This is very important. If family members are not supporting, they don't want to with the family circle. They'll come out from the family circle and they'll go for these kind of activities. And supportive family structure. So these are the some reasons for cause of drug or alcohol abuse in the adolescent period. So, but repeated use of drug or alcohol, the tolerance level of receptors in our body increase consequently. They respond only to higher doses drug or alcohol. That is only we called as addiction. So once the receptor started to receive these kind of drug means, automatically it will again it is having the temptation to have all those drug once again, and the body will be thrive for the higher doses. And if you are again giving a small dose, it is not enough for your body to respond, and it is induced to have a higher doses. So when the person is attaining that condition, in that condition we'll call that person is addict to the drug. Okay, if the regular dose of drugs or alcohol is abruptly discontinued and the body manifests characteristic unpleasant withdrawal symptom, this is very important. Suppose if the person want to stop all those drug abuse, he want to leave all those condition, means the person will face withdrawal symptoms or withdrawal syndrome. Okay, and what kind of symptoms again the person will have? Anxiety means again the person will be in so much of worries. Anxiety means worries. And nausea means the person feel like a vomiting, and the person they'll have a continuous sweating, and dependence. So all those things, when the person want to withdraw the drug also, he will face these kind of problems like anxiety. Again he'll have more worries, vomiting sensation, sweating, and dependence. And what are the main drug effects? Okay, the immediate effects of drug and alcohol abuse are manifested as a reckless behavior. That is very important. What is reckless behavior? Actually, reckless behavior means the body condition, no, it won't. For example, if the mind is telling you want to sit and read, means it won't have the control of their own words. So your body will not will not obey to your own words or your own action. So automatically your body is in your out of control. That is only we called as a reckless behavior. And vandalism. What does vandalism means? Here you will do some non-violence work to damage the public property. Okay, then you want to do some adventure work, no? So that is only we called as vandalism, meaning it will cause an action to cause a public damage in public property. And violence, vandalism is also violence only, and violence, it's more severe effect. And excess dose can lead to coma. Okay, coma and death due to the cerebral hemorrhage. What is cerebral hemorrhage, children? Leakage of blood in brain. That is only we'll call as cerebral hemorrhage. Leakage in blood, and respiratory and heart failure. And a combination of drugs or their intake with alcohol leads to death also. The most common warning signals of drug or alcohol abuse includes, what are these are very important. First, they'll drop in academic performance and lack of interest in personal hygiene. They won't care about their hygiene, and they'll isolate from their family and also friends, and they'll have a rebellious behavior. What is a rebellious behavior? Rebellious behavior means, for example, we'll tell some rules for family. Family means they should adjust with the family member, and they should obey to the rules from mother and father, and they should obey to the school rules. And this rebellious behavior means, no, the person will break all those rules. He won't obey to father and mother. He won't obey to school rules. He won't obey to working place rules. So that is only we are called as rebellious behavior. And he'll break all those rules. He don't want to come under one rule regulating system. That is only we are called as rebellious behavior. And lack of interest in hobbies. Normally, these hobbies will increase our mood to do some useful things. For example, reading book and gardening and cooking, all those things are hobbies, will increase our memory power or increase our interest, increase our willpower. But normally this drug abuse, no, they don't like the hobbies. They don't like to go for any hobbies. and automatically their willpower, everything will reduced. And change in sleeping and eating habits. Now normally they won't sleep, for example full night they won't sleep, and maybe afternoon they'll sleep, like that they are changing of sleeping pattern, and also eating habits also will change. Normally they'll have appetite, they'll have, sometimes they used to have more food, and sometimes they don't like to have food, and sometimes they, every time they want to drink alcohol continuously, the whole day they'll drink alcohol. So appetite means interest towards drink or food. So that is only we are called as appetite, that is thing we are called as eating habits. So eating habits will change. And fluctuations in weight means, for example, because sometimes they'll have the temptation to have more food, then the body height weight will increase. Sometimes for so few days they won't have nice food, they don't like to have a food. So in that condition weight loss can be seen. So the fluctuations of weight can be seen. Sometimes it will increase, sometimes decrease. So these are the some common things can be seen after a person drug abuse or addict to the drug. First one, academic performance, drop in academic and lack of interest in personal hygiene, and they'll isolate from family, friends, and rebellious behavior. They don't want to come under any rules. They don't like, they'll break all those rules, and they don't like to go any hobbies, and their changing of sleeping style will change, eating style will change, and fluctuations in weight. So these are the some common things. And come to that, and normally I told in previous class we have learned about intravenously the AIDS and hepatitis B will spread. I told you they can take their drug through the venous system, intravenously through syringe. 4 or 5 friends, they used to have this kind of drug by using the same needle. If one person has the AIDS virus or hepatitis B virus, and from that blood it will spread to the other person also. So that is also dangerous. And use of alcohol during adolescence can lead to heavy drinking in adulthood. So that is very, very dangerous. Once they have started this habit in adolescent period, means it leads to till their adulthood and leads to damage of their liver. And chronic use of drugs and alcohol damage to the central nervous system and liver. Those for that only they'll feel. Suppose 1 or 2 days they can't able to drink, means automatically shivering can be seen in their head, also body and hand, because the central nervous system was totally damaged. Okay, these are the some examples. And come to the very important term, anabolic steroids. Okay, and what is anabolic steroids, children? Anabolic steroids means, for example, this are all man-made hormones. Okay, normally testosterone will be produced in male, and estrogen can be produced in female. But for some people, the hormone level will be reduced, will not be seen in enough amount. For that, they used to have a anabolic steroids, that is synthetic steroids. So once the synthetic steroids were used by females, their condition will change. That we can call as masculinizations. What is masculinization? Means a female just turned into a male-like structure. For example, hair growth can be seen in face, and the body structure will start to change. That is because of the anabolic steroids, synthetic steroids. Why we want to go for steroid tablets? Means normally doctor, they used to prescribe steroid tablet, children, for allergy, asthma, or for after any operation, they'll give some steroid tablets. Okay, but some people, they'll have a habit to consume more steroid tablets for painkiller. Now this Michael Jackson, he died because of the more steroid tablets only. And even our former CM also, she used to have steroid tablets because they need to escape from the pain. Okay, they'll take it as a painkiller only, but the steroid tablets not only do that work, it will create some side effect also. So it leads to disturb the CNS, and your body is started to getting damaged. So first one, because of this anabolic steroids, that is man-made steroids, female will attain some masculine, like a man-like behavior, and increased aggressiveness. They will become very severe in their behavior. and mood swings. Okay, sometimes they'll be happy, sometimes they'll feel sad. So mood swings can be accelerated to the anabolic steroids. And abnormal menstrual cycle, so we know it is 28 once, but it leads to 40 or 50, like that cycle will be changed. And excess hair growth can be seen on face, on the body. And enlargement in clitoris. What is clitoris, children? We have learned a hood-like structures can be seen in the vulva of the female part. We have learned 5 structures, no? Like the inner labia, okay? All those structures, 5 structures we have learned in the female reproductive system. In that clitoris we have learned that is a hood-like structure, and that clitoris will enlarge because of the consuming of more anabolic steroids. And deepening of voice, the voice, no, it will become very deepened, they can't give the sweet voice. So these are the some anabolic steroids misuse. So this word is very important, children, misuse. Doctors used to prescribe to overcome from your body pain and other conditions, but when we take, instead of taking half tablet, when we take 2 tablet every day, and it will change your body condition. So these are the some problem. And for male anabolic steroids, when we use it for male, what kind of things? Acne. First one, acne. Acne means the pimples can be seen on the body. Again, the body will be in aggressiveness, so very, very severe. And the person will be like a depressed person only. And the testicles will be reduced, and the sperm count will be reduced. And kidney and liver, they started to lose their function. And premature baldness, that is valukka. Okay, partial hair can be seen in their head. And enlargement of prostate gland, we know only one prostate gland can be seen, and that size will be increased. And enlargement of chest, it is because of the anabolic steroids in male. So how to overcome all those things, children? Because we want to prevent and control. First, we want to avoid the induced peer pressure. We should give importance only for certain things for our friends. Always we should not depend on our friends for every things. So we'll get some help, or we'll get for them. And we should not go for peer pressure. If they are telling to go for all those drug abusement, you should not go. You should think on your own. You should think about your family, and you should think about your future. You should not always under the peer pressure. And second, we want to take the person, and we should educate, and we should give counseling, and they should accept all those failure in their life. And also, failure is also important for the life to achieve in future, and everything should be in their mind. And help from parents and peers, and we'll get help, a positive help, as I told, a positive help will get from parents and peers. And if it is not, we'll go and meet a doctor, we'll get a professional guiding. And always you should say no to drugs, because so many things we have learned in this about the drug, unnecessary things. So you want to say no to drugs. Okay. Thank you, children.